Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet of Butterstone in Scotland for another one of our wee half hours. Now, I'd like to welcome you all. I'm a bit weary tonight because we just got back from, late last night we got back from Paris. Jenny and I spent 3 days in Paris for her birthday. Now, she's worked so hard over the last week with the Shades of Amber Festival and the big net and everything. So we decided to go to Paris she always wanted to go to Paris for her birthday. So we went, and I'm exhausted. I've walked miles and miles and miles. We went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, which was a pretty scary thing for someone like me who has got very bad vertigo. We went and saw Napoleon's tomb and had a wee trip down the Seine, and Jenny ate frog's legs. One of the wee meals. I don't think I can ever look a frog in the eye again. I can't believe it. She did that. But anyway, that was our week, and it's been pretty crazy. So my legs are kind of a wee bit wobbly. If I collapse in the middle of this, you'll understand why. Could you please welcome the wonderful Tatty Faces to the stage, who will be accompanying me with their usual virtuosity. But it was very interesting to be in Paris because I spent a lot of time there in my 20s when I was young, and I played a lot. I used to busk in the streets of Paris with my fiddle, and it was quite nice to kind of go back and revisit some of these sort of places that I'd spent time in. Anyway, I'm going to start off with this wee song of mine, which I haven't done for a while, and it came from watching a buzzard flying above us here in the village here. And I was looking down, and I thought it was looking down and going, what a terrible mess they've made of this place. You know, what a terrible mess these human beings made of this place. And the same day I saw a female fox sitting on this rock, and she had the same kind of look in her eye. It was kind of like looking at us going, what? Anyway, so that's where the song came from. And we'll have a wee go at it now. It's been a while. Over the mountains and out across the trees, on weathered wings he soars into the edges of the breeze. Over the water and out across the fields, with the eagle eye he watches. He's seeing what our hearts can never see, and he speaks to me. From up here I've seen waiting. I have heard that old eternal lie. From way up here I've seen wasted youth. From up here I heard the old man cry, saying, who am I? And along the Druthy burn, on feathered feet she's silent, as to her young ones she returns. And over the moor and up the Benacali hill, on her lookout rock she watches. She's seeing what our hearts can never see. From up here I've seen the broken truth. I have heard that old eternal lie. From way up here I've seen the wasted youth. From up here I've heard the old man cry, saying, who am I? Life teaches nothing. Life teaches what it can. It can hold us all to ransom, the woman and the man. Over the mountains and out across the trees, on weathered wings he soars into the silence, on the edges of the breeze, and he speaks to me. From up here I've seen the broken truth. I have heard that old eternal lie. From way up here I've seen the wasted youth. From up here I've heard the old man cry, saying, who am I? Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, which I call Who Am I? And one of the great things about being in Paris during the week is that most of you know I play the fiddle. And I have this wonderful French fiddle, which was made in Paris by a gentleman called Paul Bailey. And the label inside, one of these days I'll manage to maybe show you, I'll maybe take a picture of it. And it says, made for the exhibition, the exhibition of 1878, the 1878 in Paris. And the violin was made in 1876, but it's in French, and it's for the exhibition, the international exhibition, which there was a huge exhibition in 1878 in Paris. And that's when my fiddle was on display in that part of town, and it was actually there before the Eiffel Tower was built, because the Eiffel Tower was built 10 years later. So my fiddle is just 1 year off being 150 years old. So it was quite nice to kind of be hanging around the area where this Paul Bailey violin maker had been showing off my fiddle. And anyway, that was one of these lovely wee kind of things. I'd love to get a catalogue. Seemingly, you can get there in the libraries. There, the catalogue of the exhibitors, exhibition, things that people, and there might even be a picture of my fiddle, or my fiddle. It was a violin, but my fiddle in the catalogue. I'm going to do this wee song, and I've told the story about this song before, and well, I've got my wee request sheet here to that. So, Who Am I was requested for Jenny Litchfield from Stroud in England. That's a nice part of the world down there. And also for Robert Hastings in Rome, in Italy. Very good. Now, Rome's fantastic. I spent some time in Rome. It's a fascinating city. It's just a brilliant place. Anyway, this wee song, I was very privileged. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again in case I've got new people watching. I was very privileged to be invited down to a place called Rachel House, which is a hospice for terminally ill children. And I was privileged to be able to sit in one of the music therapy sessions. Now, I'm involved in a kind of music therapy session, music therapy charity. Anyway, it was fantastic, and they brought this little girl in, and she was in a big chair, and her head was being held up by sort of, and she had tubes everywhere, and she had this kind of gaunt look on her face. And the lady who was doing the music therapy session just started to play the piano and sang the wee girl's name. And all of a sudden, the wee girl's face kind of lit up, and her whole demeanour changed. And she actually reached out her hand. It was like as if she was trying to catch the music, which is what I thought. I mean, it's fantastic, you know. So music therapy is just a fantastic thing. So I wrote this wee song after I came back. I'd love to have been able to play it to the parents of the wee girl, but I never ever did find out who they were. But anyway. She plays a little tune, it sings around the room, it dances through the air and sparkles everywhere. A simple melody, a gentle harmony, a door will open wide and you will run outside, oh, and you will fly away. For a moment freed from one more endless day. Oh, you hold out your hand to show you understand, to try and catch the light. It's burning oh so bright, the blinking of an eye, so many reasons why. It's a gift from those who care. It can take you anywhere, oh, and you will fly away. For a moment freed from one more endless day. When time releases all, the great and mighty fall, fortune fills the skies, a magical surprise, a simple melody, a gentle harmony. It's a gift from those who care. It can take us anywhere, oh, and you will fly away. For a moment freed from one more endless day. Oh, she plays a little tune, it sings around the room, it dances through the air, it sparkles everywhere. A simple melody, gentle harmony, a door will open wide and you will run outside, oh, and you will fly away. For a moment freed from one more endless day. Thank you very much, and that's my song about the wee girl down at the hospice down in Rachel House, and it's a wonderful place, and I think that the work that the people down there are doing is absolutely amazing. And I mean, they are terminally ill children, and one of the walls is filled with all the little pictures of all the children that have passed through the place, and it's just absolutely brilliant. And that was requested for Janet Gallant. Janet's a big regular. Hi, Janet. How are you doing? From Yale in Michigan. Now, that's a nice part of the world, too. I've spent a bit of time there. And that might have been an old request because we get them all mixed up in Duncan's Hat. So they come out at various... Sometimes it's a couple of months before the request. But we know Janet still tunes in, so that's good. I'm going to do this wee song. I'm just going to change guitars now. And this song comes from my angry period. Let me just get the guitar. It kind of fits in with the first song I sang. And it's kind of... when you compare... I'm an old hippie, and I kind of grew up expecting to be a bit further ahead as a humanity than we are at the moment, but our leaders just seem to get worse. And but when you compare it to nature, you know, and so this was a wee song that I wrote any number of years ago, which was about making that comparison. Now, I don't know if I can sing this. It's been so long since I've done it, but this is a good chorus for the global choir. You sing, "Way out here, no, you don't mean anything. Out here, you're disgraceful," meaning out in the big, wide, natural world. So, way out here, no, you don't mean anything. Out here, you're disgraceful. Way out here, no, you don't mean anything. Out here, you're disgraceful. Okay, so let's see if we can get a global choir thing going. I'm going to have a wee glass of my port. Now, this is Bert's port, actually. I've got various suppliers of port. Give us a time face, okay? Woo. They come from a dark place where the sun can never shine. They look with a hard face, so chilled and serpentine. They watch from the skyline for your confidence to fade. Paint away all the dangers. I want to do that again. Had a bit of a senior moment. They come from a dark place where the sun can never shine. They look with a hard face, so chilled and serpentine. They watch from the skyline for your confidence to thin. They paint away all the dangers they hope you'll stumble in. But out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here, they're disgraceful. Way out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here, they're disgraceful. That's the chorus. Go try. Way out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here, they're disgraceful. Way out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here, they're disgraceful. Words that confuse you and spin your head around. Actions that abuse you and pin you to the ground. Degraded values that no one wants to know. Oh, the price is endless, but they will not let it go. But out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here, they're disgraceful. Way out here, no, they don't mean anything. here they're disgraceful. Out here where creation roars. Out here where the curlew sings, the buzzard cries and the eagle soars. Holding the weight of the fools we have been, the fools we have been. Just a tiny face. Woo. They come from a dark place where the sun can never shine. They look with a hard face, so chilled and serpentine. They watch from the skyline where your confidence do thin. Paint away all your dangers, they hope you'll stumble in. But out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here they're disgraceful. Way out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here they're disgraceful. It's racing on your own track. You better have a global choir gonna have fun. Way out here. Woo! That sounded so good you can do it again. I'm getting a vibe here. Last time, way out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here they're disgraceful. Way out here, no, they don't mean anything. Out here they're disgraceful. Out here, don't mean anything. Way out here, they don't mean anything. Well done, well done. I'm getting a vibe here in the old schoolhouse. So I'm getting a wee bit of a global choir vibe, and I'm just going to grab my last guitar here. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you all about the big net, which I've got a wee bit. I would take a wee minute to. Now, those of you who don't know, we have a little festival, and during the little festival, we do this thing which my mum started. My 90-year-old mum who lives down in the village, and we just encourage people to send in bits of knitting and all kinds of things, and we raise money for a wonderful charity called the Serenians, which is a kind of homeless charity in Edinburgh, and. Now, so this is the big net news. Our target was £1,500. But we've now passed £2,000. All the wonderful knitters. So we're just carrying it on. We've still got some stuff here. and just see how much we can raise for the Serenians by December the 4th. Not that only did Dolly Blue, she found a good home. I was talking about her last week. She found a brilliant home and she's on her way to America, I think. So did the big dinosaur. He's got a home now and he's on the way to Florida. So, so I'm going to show you a couple of things that we've still got, which you need to kind of have a real good look at. I've got a box here. Now, these are wonderful little, this is for in your charabanc, for your open-topped charabanc. They're little knee blankets, and each of these squares was knitted by somebody who came to the festival this year or last year, and a wonderful lady in Blairgowrie decided she would knit them all together and make these lovely little blankets. So these are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And I've got these, and there's another one. It's another beautiful little knee blanket. And hats. We have some fantastic hats. I don't know who knitted this one. It might tell me on here. No, it doesn't say, but it's on the website, I think. And then look at these. We have these beautiful socks, absolutely beautiful socks. They were knitted by. No, I was just about to say that but that's the colour. Anyway, they're beautiful socks. We've got some socks left. And then this is a beautiful little cardigan, little kid's cardigan. Not cardigan, jumper. Which is little, It's a cardigan. It's beautiful. But what we want to try and get homes for are these guys who are absolutely brilliant. And now I keep bees, and these are just the most amazing little bee family that I've ever seen. Now surely there'll be somebody who can give a home to these beautiful little candles. And here is Mr. Professor B. He's got his board on his hat, and that reminds me of when I was, and he's got his doctorate there or whatever it is. But the wee bee family, aren't they the most amazing? I want them myself, actually. They're absolutely brilliant. Look at the detail of the. I don't know what the lady was that knitted them. It's not on them, but you'll find that on the website probably. And it's dead easy. You just go to the Persian Amber website. The money goes directly to Serenian, so we don't see the money. The money's on a Just Giving page, and you can check. You can follow the how much money it's raising from the Just Giving site that you can see when you go to persianamber.com, and then just go to the big net. And so that's... but thank you all, if I don't get the opportunity, to all the wonderful people who've been knitting and sending stuff in. The Serenian, the charity, you should go and check them out. They're a wonderful charity for homeless people and all kinds of things. They described it to me one time I was there visiting them. They said they were the kind of last chance saloon, when the councils and the establishment couldn't deal with the problems of the people. They were the last gasp chance, and they do a great job. So anyway, I'm going to sing this week's song, finish off. And this is a really old song of mine. And it reminded me when I was in Paris, I thought, I might just sing this song. And I had a request for it, so I thought, for Martin Adams in Lugton. Now, Martin's a regular viewer as well in Eastern Ayrshire. It's a lovely part of the world down there. It might be an old request, but I know Martin watches it. So it's one of the first songs I ever wrote, actually, and I used to sing it at the Blairgowrie little folk club in Blairgowrie, which is 4 or 5 miles from here, when I was about 16. I think I must have been 16 or 17. So I'll leave you with this, and I think I've got a tickle in my throat tonight. I think it's the aeroplane. lift up your glass to tomorrow. Say your own sad farewells for today. But how can parting be such a sweet sorrow when you can't find the right words to say? For I can see I will have to be moving. I've been standing out here for too long, but I know all the friends I'll be losing, I will see them again further on. There's a time when crying comes easy, when there's more to be lost than be won. And I know that tomorrow might see me on the other side of the sun. And I've been looking in every direction for the places that I used to know, but I'm making a closer inspection. I noticed I didn't know which way to go. So we'll finish our glasses together, then we know we can no longer hide, and the silence will linger forever. It is there and it helps you decide. Oh, and it's not as it seemed in the stories that you made when you wanted to dream. So you pick up your pieces before you find out that you might have been left in between. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Till Tomorrow, I call it, and I'll leave you with that. That brings us to the end of our wee half-an-hour soiree. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks to the Tatty Faces for being part of it, to Jenny for working the buttons up the top there, and all that's left for me to do now is to say good night. Hope you're all looking after each other, all staying cheery. And these are troubled times, like I always say, and you know, when it's important, a wee bit of music and a bit of singing, and you can handle most things. And so Good night. I'll see you next week. I'm back home. I'm going to wait in my bed. I might have another glass of port and then collapse. But I'm going but I'll be here next week. So thank you very much for joining us. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. It's getting cold here now in Scotland. I've got the big wood-burning stove on in the old schoolhouse here. We've got a big wood-burning stove there, and I've got the great big... So there's a wonderful smell of wood tonight in the old schoolhouse, which is great. And actually, it's fairly cozied up with the wood burner. So, yeah, good night. You all take care. Keep smiling like a tatty face, and I'll see you next week. Aikava.